Download this code and get free GPT-4o from codegive.com, link in the description below. Certainly. In Java, an invocation target exception is an exception thrown when an invoked method or constructor via reflection throws an exception. This exception is a wrapper that provides a way to catch exceptions that occur during reflection invocation. It is part of the java.lang.reflect package. #understanding invocation target exception. When you use reflection to invoke a method, if that method throws an exception, it doesn't throw the exception directly to the caller. Instead, it wraps the original exception inside an invocation target exception. This allows the invoking code to catch the invocation target exception and then retrieve the underlying exception. Key concepts. 1. Reflection, Java's ability to inspect classes, interfaces, fields, and methods at runtime, without knowing the names of the classes, methods, etc., at compile time. 2. Invocation target exception, a checked exception that wraps an exception thrown by an invoked method or constructor. Code example. Here's an example that demonstrates how to handle the invocation target exception. Explanation of the code. 1. Class definition. The example class contains two methods. Display message, string message, a simple method that prints a message. Throw exception, a method that throws a generic exception. 2. Main method. The main method attempts to invoke both methods using reflection. It first retrieves the method object for display message and invokes it, printing hello, world, to the console. Then, it retrieves the method object for throw exception and invokes it, which throws an exception. 3. Exception handling. The invocation target exception is caught, which allows us to access the original exception via e.getCause. The cause of the invocation target exception is printed out, showing the original message from the throw exception method. Summary. The invocation target exception is a crucial part of Java reflection, allowing developers to handle exceptions that occur during method invocations. When using reflection, always ensure to catch invocation target exception to properly handle exceptions that may arise from the invoked methods. This pattern is common in frameworks and libraries that rely heavily on reflection, such as Spring and Hibernate. By understanding how to use and handle invocation target exception, you can effectively manage errors in your reflective code.